And before this, we will see what is loading and what are the types of loading in our syllabus. And next one we will see what is longitudinal stress and what is normal stress. This word loading means it is the mechanical force applying on a given body. Okay. Here in this example I am taking this object, I am applying the force at both sides. Okay, this force has some magnitude, some 10 newtons, 20 newtons, 30 newtons like that. So this force, mechanical force, is called loading. Why we are calling mechanical force means it has a direct contact with the taken object. Okay, force is directly contact with the object. We can call it as it is a physical contact with the given body or with the given object. So loading means it is nothing but mechanical force which is physically contact with the object. So this F is called mechanical force, or we can call it as loading. Okay, so there are three types of loading. Take the first one, uniaxial loading. Uni means only along any one of the axis we are applying the load. Okay, so we can take either x-axis or y-axis or z-axis. At a time only one axis. So in this example we are applying the load along x-axis. In this example we are applying the load along y-axis. Here along z-axis we are applying the force. Okay, any one axis we have to take, it is called uniaxial loading. In biaxial loading, along two axes, along x-axis, along y-axis, we are applying the forces px and py respectively. Here in this example I am taking x-axis, y-axis. We can take x-axis, z-axis, or we can take y-axis, z-axis like that. By means two axis, along two axes we are applying the load. The third one is triaxial loading. In it, along x-axis, along y-axis, along z-axis. Okay, this is the z-axis. We are applying the loads. Along x-axis we are applying px force. Along y-axis we are applying py force. Along z-axis we are applying pz force. So along three axes we are applying the force. That's why it is called triaxial loading. Let us discuss what is normal stress and what is longitudinal stress. So how to define longitudinal stress means stress will develop along the applied force axis. Okay, here the area, whatever area is there, it is perpendicular to the axis. This area we can call it as cross sectional area. Okay, so always remember this longitudinal stress is developed along the axis. Okay, if we are taking the object like this, okay, if I am applying force, P force at both sides, we can call it as tensile force also. Okay, or pull type force. So the stress will develop, longitudinal stress will develop along the axis, y axis. So sigma L, sigma L. Okay, whatever direction we are taking, along that direction, along the taken axis, along the applied load, stress will develop. It is called longitudinal stress. If we take the area here, it is, we can call it as cross sectional area. Cross sectional area means it is nothing but perpendicular to the applied load. Okay, now take the normal stress. Normal stress means, normal means it is 90 degrees. Okay, stress will develop 90 degrees to the area. Okay, if I am taking the object is like this, stress will develop. Okay, this stress. Okay, so for normal stress I am taking sigma n. This sigma n is perpendicular to the area. Okay, it is normal stress, whatever stress will develop. So in this case we are taking longitudinal stress. Is it 90 to the surface? Yes, it is 90 degrees to the surface. We can call this longitudinal stress with another name, it is called normal stress. So we can call this stress is either longitudinal stress or normal stress. So normal means perpendicular to the surface. Stress will develop perpendicular to the taken surface. If I am taking the surface is like this, okay, I am applying the load like this in this direction. So this is a longitudinal, just now I told longitudinal stress. This longitudinal stress is perpendicular to this taken area. So we can call it as normal stress also. Okay, so this is normal stress, this is also normal stress. We can call either longitudinal stress or normal stress in this example and in this example. Okay, so longitudinal stress and normal stress both are acting along the axis. Okay, for this cross section, Okay, if you are taking the normal stress for inclined planes, here I am taking one inclined plane, it is making some angle, okay, some theta angle. So this angle is called obliquity. So this plane is called oblique plane. Okay, now here I am applying this force, P force, okay, along the axis. Okay, now here this axis is, this plane force is not perpendicular to the plane. Here the force is perpendicular to the plane, it is called cross section. Here the plane is called oblique plane, it is not the cross section. Okay, and here normal stress means, just now I told, stress will develop perpendicular to the surface. Here the surface is like this, whatever stress will develop because of this loading, okay, because of this force, that perpendicular to this surface is called normal stress. Okay, it is 90 degrees. Is it longitudinal stress? No, it is not longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress is always along the axis. Okay, here the axis is like this. Okay, but this normal stress means it is perpendicular to the surface, means whatever surface is there perpendicular to it is called normal stress. Okay, now here how to find the stresses developed in this case? We are applying the force like this, the surface is making some angle. Okay, so what are the stresses will developed in this surface? Okay, so always remember, for any inclined surface, okay, there are two types of stresses will develop. One is along the surface, one is perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so perpendicular to the surface, just now I told it is a normal stress. We are taking symbol sigma n. Okay, sigma n is normal stress. The another stress will develop parallel to the surface. Okay, here I have written in what are the stresses in oblique plane. Just now I told, whenever we are applying the force on an inclined plane, okay, or oblique plane also we can call, there are two types of stresses will develop. Perpendicular to the plane, one stress, it is sigma n, that is normal stress. Parallel to the plane, another force will develop, okay, like this. Perpendicular to the plane, sigma n, okay, and parallel to the plane, it is tau. We can call it as tangential stress or shear stress. Okay, the symbol we are taking for shear stress, tau, or tangential stress also we can call, because it is acting tangentially to the surface. Okay, for any oblique plane there are two stresses will develop, normal stresses, tangential stresses.